The Justice Department just filed criminal charges against two companies that operated the cargo ship that rammed into Baltimore's Key Bridge way back in 2024. 6 highway workers were killed when the dolly lost power, hit the bridge, and it collapsed into the waters below.
Now, federal prosecutors say the ship's operators, along with its technical superintendent, fabricated and directed the fabrication of safety inspections. Let's get right to CNN's Gabe Cohen. And Gabe, you were there after this collapse over 2 years ago. This is a long time coming.
Yeah, Boris, and I remember the frantic search for those construction workers who were missing in the Potomac River right after the collapse, 6 of whom were found dead in the water. And as the sun came up on that morning, I also remember just the remarkable scale of the destruction, a little bit of which you're seeing right there. The Francis Scott Key Bridge just collapsed into the water, and in those days and weeks and months after, so many people were asking, is there going to be criminal accountability? Are there going to be criminal charges in this case? And now, at least there is some sort of answer for all of those people, with the Department of Justice filing these criminal charges. They have charged Synergy Marine and Synergy Maritime. Those are 2 foreign companies that own and operate the dolly, as well as this employee, a 47-year-old Indian national who, as you mentioned, was serving as a technical superintendent for the ship. The charges include conspiracy, willfully failing to immediately inform the U.S. Coast Guard of a known hazardous condition, obstruction of an agency proceeding, and providing false statements, along with some misdemeanor charges for the companies about polluting the Patapsco River. We heard from some of the investigators who worked on this case just a little while ago. Here's a bit of what they said.
The indictment shows that Synergy and Radhakrishnan Karthik Nair repeatedly failed to document, investigate, and report significant safety risks and hazards aboard the dolly. They forged safety inspections and certifications. They falsely claimed the ship was in good working order and then lied to investigators about their actions when they were questioned.
So it's important to remember that just before the collision, the ship, the dolly, lost power twice. The first time was because of a loose wire, authorities said, but it's really the second blackout that was the focus of this indictment, because what they are alleging is that the company had rigged up this ship, as well as a couple other ships that they run, with this unapproved fueling pump that was supposed to be able to pump fuel into the ship's generators. Now, the problem with this pump is that it doesn't automatically kick back on after a blackout. It has to be manually turned back on. They said that didn't happen. It caused the second blackout. They lost propulsion and steering and ultimately collided with the bridge. But if they had not put that pump on the ship, according to investigators, the collision would never have happened. But to be clear, the Synergy Marine, the company that owns this ship, they're pushing back against this. They say that these charges contradict the findings of the NTSB that we saw just a few months ago, and they say they're going to fight it. It's also not clear if we'll ever see an actual court case when it comes to this, because we're talking about these 2 companies that could face significant financial penalties, and this Indian national, he's actually believed to be in India right now, and it's not clear if he'd ever be extradited for this, so we just don't know.
Really interesting to follow. Gabe, thank you so much.